Alright, let's go. My favorite place in the world. My second favorite place in the world, Hartwell Marine. Well, hey, this is Travis, and this is Travis Does Kayak Fishing, and in today's video, I'm being sneaky with my camera. I want to film my favorite tackle shop, Lake Hartwell Fishing and Marine, but I don't want to be obvious about it. It's kind of weird just to walk in with the camera fully out, like, what's up, guys? So I walk in, and I immediately always take the first left. I want to check out the Spro items they have on this side before jumping to the Spro on the other, and also check and see if there's any Berkley items I want. Whether it's dime tins, jerk baits, Fritz side, you name it. If it's Berkley, they have it. You'll find your Chopos over here. You'll find your Craigs over here. I think that's how you say it. I don't like them. I like risers. If it's Berkley and a color you need, Lake Hartwell Fishing Marine has it. They have stuff on sale down below from other brands, and then on top they also carry recreational rods. So whether you're an avid angler who's competitive and really into patterns, looking for something specific, or just headed over to Burrell's Landing to go fishing for some catfish with a worm and a bobber, they have gear you'll need for that here at Hartwell Fishing and Marine. So let's take us a turn. We'll see some small stuff out here on the shelf we're gonna get to, but on the back we're gonna start with Storm. We've got some Bill Lewis stuff, and then we got a lot of Rapala lining down until we hit the Spro. DTs, shad wraps, jointed shad wraps, you name it. If it's Rapala, they probably got it, and they probably got a color you're looking for. You're gonna be able to find a huge selection of Rapala. Rapala and Berkley hard baits make up the majority of their stuff, followed by Spro with some backwall stuff rounding it out. I'm a big fan of Spro. I like to get rock crawlers, Little Johns. You know, they make several products I like, including their lipless. But I'm also a big fan of what they have in the glass case. Yozuri, Jackal, Megabass. It's not locked. You don't have to feel the pressure of waiting for somebody to come help you. You can open up, look, flip around, but they do pay special attention when you open that door, so if you're thinking about sticky fingers, you better not. This is a gritty store. They've got tungsten weights and custom swim baits that cost $100 and up front in the glass counter. We move over, we can see some clearance that we'll come back to, but going down the terminal tackle and line aisle, you'll find a lot of cool stuff you need, whether it's hooks, bobbers, weights, braid. Even some of the scenting items will be down here, along with more of those recreational style combos lining the top of the shelves. It's a really cool environment, man. And all the line is good. You're not gonna find no P-line shit here. You know, sorry for the strong language, but I'm so tired of cheap line and people saying it's the same. It's not the same. Back wall, we have our head-on spooks. We have some Strike King items, but not as much as you would think. Again, Strike King's not their primary hard bait you're gonna find, so if that's your jam, maybe this ain't it. But they do have some good stuff. I don't much care for the Strike King evaders, but I love a lot of their walking baits and their crank baits, and who doesn't like their deep divers? Up above that, they have the River to Sea, and I'm definitely gonna pick up a plopper today for fall fishing on Hartwell. I went back to the front to turn around and go down the soft plastics and wanted to show you guys where to find the Proline baits. It'll be on the rack where you see the spinners, right before all these zoom baits. And when I say all these zoom baits, they have swamp crawlers, trick worms, magnum worms, ribbon tails, you name it. If it's a zoom worm, they're probably gonna have it in a color here that you like or close to the color that you're looking for. And something I've found looking at these tackle shops, always look and see what colors are picked over. Whatever the hardest colors to get are is probably what you need to start playing around with some, even if it looks out of your element. When we turn around, we get to the other soft plastics from Zoom. Maybe you need those baits with the kicker tails, the paddle tails, the boots, the flukes. All that stuff is going to be down there, and you'll see these guys always working to stock this store up to keep it filled. You got some rabbit baits on the end coming around to the jig aisle, where we're going to find not just jigs, but a few other things, but it's mainly going to start there. You're going to have Terminator, Biz baits, VMC, missile baits, True South, and then you're going to have a lot of these, I think it's LM Custom or something. It's hard for me to remember, and I can't really see it good on the camera. I thought we'd get a little more clarity, but hopefully you guys see the volume of selection. That's the big thing I want to show off. They have what you need, man. We'll spin on around. Wouldn't you know it, man, we've got more zoom on this side of us. So whatever zoom plastic, super chunks crawls, you're going to find it over here on this aisle. along with a few other plastics that don't really fall into the worm paddle tail swim bait side. And I think you'll find flukes over here too. Yeah, there they are, the bubblegum flukes up there in the top. So zoom, 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 right? Zoom is the most carried plastic, and Yamamoto, they have some on the end cap and another, but this little shelf back here is special. This is where, if you have the funds, you want to get your premium line, FC Sniper, Sunline, Samurai Camouflage, the hidden camouflage, the new one that's like it's like $3 more a spool. But you can turn right from there and see a massive selection of Yamamoto worms and lures, and then turn around and holy Kayak. You've got a few missile baits, and then it immediately goes into Kayak, Kayak, Kayak. And when I say a few missile baits, you've got a pretty good selection here to pick from. Always keep your eyes open too. As you're looking down, you'll find the baskets on the bottom that have special pricing on them. You may find something down there you like a lot. But yeah, lots of missile baits, lots of worms, lots of paddle tails. You move on down, and again, the Kitex, fat swings, easy shiners, the splunk tail shad ones, whatever they call them. It's escaping me. More sense, and we turn around and you start to get a peek at the Z-Man selection. A lot of guys like Z-Man, and this store knows it, so they keep a lot of Z-Man. If you like the shad graph, chatterbaits, whether they're big, small, Evo, whether you want to get you some Ned rig stuff, some ticklers, some of those floating goats, whatever they're called, the goat daddies. I don't think it's goat daddies, goat king, something like that. Baby goat is what it is. They got goats and baby goats that are floating top water. They're gonna have it over here. They're probably gonna have a color you like too, but as you see, there's always a couple colors. They go fast. Pay attention to that. And what's good about Hartwell Marine is they'll have the label on there to tell you what was there. So if something's sold out and you're saying, man, this is always out, what goes here? You're gonna find out real fast just by looking back behind it, and you'll be able to just start keying in on that. Coldest drinks you're gonna find are here. If you come off the water and you're hot and you need something cold, stop at Hartwell Marine. These bad boys are almost too cold to handle. Of course, they got ice. They do have live bait. I don't show that often here because, again, I'm being sneaky. But as we turn here, check this out. This is my favorite aisle recently. It's the forward-facing sonar optimized. This is toward the back of the store, right? You saw the drinks. If you see the Z-Man, you'll see this. You're gonna find a lot of X-Zone. You're gonna find a lot of Berkeley. You're gonna find Great Lakes stuff back here. Yum. Again, you name it, they've got it. We can circle around on that same aisle and see they have a nice selection of Crush City. Not crazy big. Academy carries more. But I love this back area because you find things like the Mule stick baits. Very good product that Mule brand is. If you like the Berkeley Power Bait swim tails, or you like Big Bite, those types of baits, they're going to be back here. I don't do a lot with Big Bite. I know they're decent baits, but I just don't do a lot with them. I should probably experiment with them some. I don't spend a lot of time on this aisle of this store at all. But you see when you turn, there's more mule baits, a lot of worms, a lot of stick baits. Again, these are very good lures here. You can't go wrong putting a nice local bait in your bag, and they do carry that. Huge selection of missile in the back. You're gonna find some more custom stuff, some yum, and they do have an okay biz bait section. The jackal section used to be big, but now they kind of spread it out some. Like the flick worms are in another area, and then you have your jackal soft plastics back here. Not really sure why. More X-Zone, more biz bait. Circle back and oh, you like power baits? They got an aisle for that. Beautiful aisle, beautiful lures. Power bait, Berkeley, Berkeley, Berkeley. Love drop shotting those flat tail worms. You like buzz baits? They got those here. They're on the top shelf above all this Rapala Crush City that I'm gonna cruise around real quick and just let you guys know, man. They got what you need here, man. No matter what you're looking for, they probably have a lure and a color that's gonna meet your need. And we didn't even talk about things like their frogs because they were kind of blocked off over there. But yeah, they got a whole section of hollow body frogs too. If you need it, Lake Hartwell Marine and Fishing has to be the place you're gonna wanna go to get it in South Carolina. You got some of those nice little dice bait everybody's so keen on, and some yum lures here at the front of the aisles too. It's one of those places everywhere you look, you're gonna find lures galore, lures. Looking back at that clearance shelf I was telling you about, they typically have like buy one, get one free, buy two, get one free, or even just things severely marked down that it's either going out of season or it's just not right and not working for the store. But you can find some good stuff there. Always check the end caps, always check the clearance. And if you need reels and rods, well, they got that for you here too. They don't have the biggest selection you're gonna find. Like, you can definitely find larger on these, but they've got premium stuff. You're not gonna find a lot of junk. We gotta be real sneaky here, right? And I told you they do carry rods. Again, not the largest selection you're gonna find, like Cabela's will beat it, but everything they have is premium and good. If there's something you need, it's here. And they also have water sports materials. So if you need floats, vests, whatever, you can find that here as well. Now, quick tip, one thing I didn't show you was behind the counter, up above it, they keep a lot of nice baits up there that are upper end. Pay attention to what's at the counter as you're checking out. You may see something in the back.
No return, Brett. Have a good one.
See what we got. Spro Rock Crawler, MD55. That's my favorite range to throw them any time of year. Red River Crawl is a great one. Got Berkeley Chopo in Chrome. It's the winter on Hartwell all the time in the fall. Not a big buzzbait guy, I try. My Desperation Lure. These are mean for catching fish of any size, especially if you want a small bass. I know that sounds crazy, but I'd like to win something in my own event tomorrow. Man, I feel pretty good about that. I feel pretty good about that. That is gonna get some nice fish attention. That is Ghost Chartreuse Herring. That is fire on Hartwell. Fire! All right. These are range rollers from Owners. It's what I like to fish my minnows on when scoping right now. I get some good bites. And these, my buddy Kyle Hope swears by them. This is the most popular color they have. It's a Drift Fry Shad 3.0. I'm excited to use it. I don't really know how to use them, but I think it's just a matter of like strolling and fishing like a minnow and keeping your eyes on them, seeing how fish respond. Always fish up, because fish don't attack down. They like to attack up. I'm not saying they won't hit a worm on the bottom or on the fall, but fish like to hit minnows and things as they're coming up is what I'm understanding and getting advice on. So man, is it getting hot in this truck real fast. Let's get this loaded up and go.